Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you are able to see and hear me as we go along through this. If not, I'm going to try and post this video to YouTube later and send out a link. But it's just good here to see how it's working. Um, Hopefully you've been having an okay time during the quarantine. I know it's kind of boring. And I know it can be stressful. So I'm trying to make theater arts as less stressful as possible. So what I'm going to do here is walk you through a few things and show you how it's done so it can be really easy for you. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And it takes me right to the Google Classroom. Okay. So you can see here on classroom.google.com, I have all of these classes here because I have all of these classes. They are filling up, which is great. Already have more engagement than we did when we did e-learning. So it's wonderful. So 12 people here in theater arts right now out of our 27. It's pretty good so far. When you go to classroom.google.com, up here in the right-hand corner, there's a plus sign. You click it, and then you click Join Class. And I've sent out the class code several times. So if you go back to your email from last week or check your Remind feed, the class code is in there. I'll also put it up during this video. So on Google Classroom, there's a few things that you need to know. So here's the class code. In case you don't know it, go ahead and write it down, WQWRVGK. And so you just use that up here when you hit the plus sign. Super simple. So the stream is what you're going to be put on here first. So it tells you the things that I've done. I uploaded some assignments, etc. Occasionally I'll have an announcement. So today's announcement was good morning. You found the Google Classroom, good for you, etc., etc. Give that a read. I have the option to see the people. I'm not sure if you do, but the biggest thing you want to look at is classwork. So the first thing that we're doing is a finish the script project. And so, excuse me. All right, finish the script project. There are a whole bunch of things here, and you'll notice that there are due dates for each step all the way through April 29th. That's when this project will be finished, which is great. It's almost, 2-3 weeks of time. We'll do this project and 2 more to finish out the year. So what you're going to want to do is look at the assignment intro and script documents. So this is just the information. So it says no due date, which is great because it's just informational. So what you do here is you click on that, and it has all of these documents. There's a ton of documents, but you're only going to be worrying about 3 of those documents. The first one is the Finish the Scene project, and it details all of the information that you need to understand this assignment. So for this project, you'll be working independently. Normally we'd be working in groups, but so many things going on right now. We're just working individually. You will receive a script without an ending. Eventually, you will write the ending for it, and there are a few steps along the way. So the first thing is to read the script and write a 1-paragraph, 8 to 10 sentence, first impression of the script on a Google Doc. I'll show you how to do that in a second. Some things to consider. What is the conflict? Is it realistic? What about the characters are interesting? Does the script have a big question? Who will what? Etc., etc. Lots of ways to get to 8 sentences. Don't freak out, okay? Answer the questions at the end of the script on a Google Doc. Every script has 5 questions at the end, and as you'll see in a second, it's super easy to do that. You're going to create a vote sheet for the protagonist and antagonist of your scene. Remember that the protagonist is the main character, the antagonist is the opposing force. You're going to brainstorm 3 possible endings for the script. It says here that steps 1 through 4 can be done in the same document. That is incorrect, and I'll show you why that's incorrect. And then you're going to finish writing the script. Okay, so it also details the points here. So first impressions paragraph is worth 20 points. The answers to the questions at the end of the script are worth 20 points. The 3 possible endings are worth 15 points. The vote sheets are 20 points. And then the written ending of your script is 100 points total, for 175 for the whole project. I do want to say that we're in an abbreviated schedule right now. We only have 6 weeks for this last quarter, which means that it's going to be really important that you do these assignments. Anything lower than a 60% will be counted as incomplete. And you'll have until May 29th to do that. Okay. But doing it as we go along is obviously the smartest thing to do. If you receive an incomplete, I'm being told that you'll have to do credit recovery in the future. So I would just do it now and just avoid that. Just avoid the hassle, avoid the headache. So that's the overview, the long-term overview, okay? So if I go back to classwork, okay, you'll notice that I've done this. So 1, read the finish the scene project. Good, we've done it, okay? You're there. Find your assigned script on the script assignment document. So you can click on script assignment, okay? And then everybody's been assigned a script, okay? Some people have the same script, and that's okay. But you're still working independently. So Torcia, your script is called Adam Thompson's Summer Vacation. Jeremiah, you're reading a script called Starting Over. You look for your name, right? So, you got Malcolm here. He's doing a script called Miss Ava. Deja, also doing Miss Ava, okay? So what you do after you realize what script you've got, okay, is you go back to classwork. Back to classwork, okay? And then in this assignment intro and script documents, okay, you find the one that you're assigned to. So here's Miss Ava. Excuse me. So Miss Ava is a 4-page script, so you read it, okay? There are 3 characters, Ruth, Terry, and Miss Ava. You read through it. It's pretty short, which is great, Some of these do have some runoff on the side, and I apologize. They're old documents. And then you get down to the bottom. So these 5 questions are the questions I was talking about. All right. That's a different assignment for another day. So step 1, read the script. Step 2, do the initial response paragraph. Okay. That's what I want you to worry about today. So once you've done this, sign up at Google Classroom and read the script. Think about that initial response paragraph. Now, I do want to say one thing. Let me come on over. Okay, you'll notice that there are due dates for each one of these things. So the initial response paragraph is actually going to be due April 19th at midnight, Sunday. Okay, so you click on that. 2 people have turned in already. That's great. So what happens is, especially if you're working from a phone, it's probably a little bit, I wouldn't say easier, but it's a little bit different. So you click on the document. If you're on a computer, it'll just open it up in Google Docs, and there it is, okay? It says initial response paragraph, 8 to 10 sentences. After reading your script for the first time, record your first impressions of the script. Very simple. Some possible things to work out, to think about, what did you like about it? What did I read the wrong way? Is it realistic? Why or why not? Etc. It says start typing below the line. You put your cursor below the line, and you start to type. Simple stuff. If you're using a computer, that's it. You type here, you do your thing, and I already have it. So let me show you what that looks like for me on my end. So 2 turned in, okay? So I've got 2 here that I haven't graded. So it's actually 3 people. So yeah, it automatically it puts it in here, okay? So I pull it up. I see the response here. I make comments on the side. and I give it a grade. Pretty simple stuff, okay? And then I click return and it comes back to you with the grade. So there's that. It's really simple for me. It's simple for you too. If you're on your phone, okay, I'm going to try and show you, okay? The Google Classroom app is super simple. So you just have it like that. It says all your classes, okay? I'm going to see if I can show this to you. So when you open up the document on your phone, it'll open it up in the Google Docs app. Probably can't see that. Can't see that, okay? But then up here in the corner, there's a box with an arrow, okay? Box with an arrow, like up and to the right is where the box is. You click that, and it'll open up that document in the Google Docs app, and it works the same way that it would if you're working on a desktop computer. So that's the only difference, is that instead of opening up in a new window, it'll open up in the Google Docs app, and you just start typing your response, and there you go. I've already gotten 3 of these today, so I know it's working. I know it's good. So there's that. That's really it. Everything that we're going to do here is going to be on this Google Classroom setting. And so it's pretty easy to figure out once you've done it once or twice, okay? I do want to say that assignments, you have a week to turn them in. That's across the board for every class. So you'll notice that those due dates are staggered. So the initial response questions, the end of script questions, which I'm going to talk about more on Wednesday, those aren't due until the following Wednesday. Of course, you can work ahead. I think it's probably smart to do so, but you don't need to. So there's that. The next step is the questions and some voting, and we'll review vote Wednesday and talk about those end of script questions. So I've got 2 people here right now. Are there any questions?
No.
Okay. So thank you for showing up today. If you have any questions, of course, you can email me or get at me on Remind. It's up to you. I'm hoping to post this video to YouTube and then post it on the stream for Google Classroom. I just got to figure that out on my end. But hopefully you're doing okay. So read those scripts, do the paragraph, and I'll see y'all Wednesday. Have a great day.
You too.